Meet me. Welcome back, boys. So a lot of you have been asking me to do this video covering the updates, especially what ML5 should you choose with the selector, and we're gonna go all over all of that today. And I just gotta say, I watched this video already. I am just super stoked, and I freaking love Epic 7, and it's only getting better. I can't believe the amount, like, I have a laundry list of complaints about the game, and it's like they pulled that list out of my head and tried to make all of it better. So this has been probably one of the best update announcements I've ever seen from this game. And they didn't even have to like get any heat for it because the last time we got updates of this magnitude was that whole like Korean uproar scandal where E7's rating got bombed down to like 2. They're just trying to make the game better. Like I made a video a while back where I said like I support Smilegate. I think they generally try to do what's best for the player while still being a viable business, and I feel like this is further proof of that because they took a lot of our complaints and criticisms to heart, and without making it too broken, they tried to give us a lot of what we want. And I love how they broke down the video too into all these nice categories. So we're just going to go through all of them and let's just talk about all these updates. So first of all, selective summons. This doesn't apply to most of us, but it is a nice quality of life thing. Basically, it's making it so you don't have to like re-roll a billion times to try and get 5 stars if you're super unlucky. Basically, you'll be able to get a 5-star hero guaranteed. And, it doesn't really matter for most of us. We've been playing for a while. We're not going to selective summon. Now, this is the thing that a lot of you are going to care about, which is the Moonlight connection. So, out of the 6 original Moonlight heroes, new players are going to be able to get any single one of these that you want. This kind of sucks for me because I have all these heroes. I wish like I could get Maid or A-Tywin or something I was missing. But for newer players, this is absolutely crazy. And basically, you get a free ML5 after, I want to say, completing episode 1 or something. And if you already have the selected hero, they will give you 10 galaxy coins, which isn't really a big deal. But basically, it's going to get you closer to a dupe so you get something. But let's look at this and I'll answer that question for you guys. I'm going to make it real easy for you. Some people would be like, oh, you should go where your heart follows you. That's BS. If you don't have Arbiter Vildred, you get Arbiter Vildred. It's that simple. No questions asked. Why? Because he's good at everything. He's good at PvE. He's the best dog walker in the game. I use him all the time in Guild Wars. I use him all the time in Arena. I draft him all the time in RTA. He's just too good at everything. You cannot pass Arbiter Vildred. Yeah, he has a lot of counters now, and he still gets picked all the time. He's still in the top 5 like most picked units. That just goes to show you, you cannot miss Arbiter Vildred. So let's say you have Arbiter Vildred, what do you get next? Well, then it comes down to priorities. If you want to really help out your guild in Guild Wars and you're kind of sucking and you lose all the time, get Dark Corvus because that will carry you in Guild Wars. But otherwise, S10A is probably your best bet. S10A is kind of like Arby in that she's great in all content. Abyss, PvE, Guild Wars, Arena, RTA. She's top tier in all of them. The only thing RB has on S10A is the fact that he's a much better dog walker. S10A is a pretty terrible dog walker because she has no AoE attacks. Other than that, she's just as good as RB. So number 3 would be Ruel. Ruel is also very good at Guild Wars. Arena not so good because if you're if you're banking on revives in Arena, that means your Arena team sucks anyway. So yeah, Ruel is probably a very good pick for RTA and Guild Wars offense still. ML Ken has largely fallen off. He's still kind of good, but there's just too many units in the game that hit really hard, and he usually just ends up getting one-shotted. And Judge Kisei kind of stinks at the moment. She's still a good cleaver in Arena, but who cares about Arena? You could just use Landy or literally anything else. So Judge Kisei's an easy skip. So for new players, I'm just going to give you number priorities, and I stand by these. Number 1 pick is Arbiter Vildred. Number 2 pick, Spectre Tenebria. Number 3 pick, Ruel. Number 4 pick, Dark Corvus, unless you don't care about Guild Wars at all, in which case he's dead last. number 5 is ML Ken, and number 6 is Judge Kisei. If you really have a preference between Ruel and S10A, I'd say they're pretty close to 3. I still think S10A is the better fit overall, especially in RTA. But if you really want to take Ruel over S10A, that's up to you. But definitely RB is the way to go. If you don't have RB, you will not regret it. My game changed dramatically when I got RB. Things that were hard became trivial. RB is just a big bastard. You need to get him. Let's move on. I think we covered that enough. Summoning improvements. This is, again, not something that's not going to impact a lot of us, but it is great for new players. I love that they're trying to get newer players some quality of life, help newer players come on board. And basically, they're making the specialty changes for some of these key heroes. Wait, Alexa doesn't have a specialty change. Are they giving her one? But they're basically trying to make it so it's easier to. Oh, wait, no, they're adding here. So they're adding Angelica to the connections. I'm looking at the wrong section. I guess they're adding certain connection heroes. I thought this was the next one specialty change. So I guess they're adding Wyvern units to the connection. So I actually missed this part. So they're giving you more connection heroes. Again, for established players, this doesn't mean anything. But for new players, I guess they're promoting Angelica because in the old days, everyone said roll for Angelica because she makes PvE really easy. And that's still technically true, although there's much better heroes now. What I thought we were looking at was this. They're making certain specialty change heroes easier to get because things like Amomo, like you guys know I used to love Amomo a lot. She carried me in the first 6 months to a year of my E7 career. Now they're making it much easier to start these things. And I think you don't even need the hero anymore to start that specialty change. So they're trying to make it so newer players can grab these very strong specialty change heroes much earlier. Again, that doesn't impact established players, but for new players, that's also great. So for this thing, I didn't really care about this. Do people really struggle to level up heroes? I feel like I have 400,000 stigma, so I just spam stigma. But I guess some people did. So I do love that penguins will be moved to inventory so they won't take hero slots because it was annoying, but I just ended up transmitting all of them anyway. So again, they're just making a lot of fantastic quality of life improvements. So I hate that they took up the hero space because you would get them as rewards. They're not going to do that anymore. That's fantastic. I don't have to waste my life transmitting them all the time. And the other great thing here is they're giving you this thing called penguin mileage. Because now what do you do? If you run with 4 max level heroes, you're just wasting experience, right? You don't get anything for that. Now, you're going to get this thing called penguin mileage, or here they call it EXP mileage. And basically, you accumulate these points, and then once the mileage is full, you earn a penguin. So basically, you get to bank that extra experience and use it into other units. And that way, we don't have to do this stupid thing we always do where we do auto repeat until hero reaches max level, and then you keep swapping out Phantasma or dogs or whatever it is, and it lets you clear the stages faster. Now, I don't know if you lose any experience for doing that, if it's still more efficient to bring stuff to level up, or if it gives you the full experience. If it gives you the full experience, that means you can always use your fastest team. That is huge. I love it. I love it. Next thing. I didn't really understand this part. Apparently, they're giving you some item that automatically 6 stars a unit, but I didn't really get the point of that. At first, I thought they were going to let you create them with 5 Terra Phantasmas or 5-star Phantasmas, so you don't have to have them wasting your inventory. But then they start talking about how they'll be giving them out in certain things like completing Adventurer's Task. So unless I missed it, I would love it if you could trade in 5 Phantasmas for this item, and again, free up more slots so you don't have these stupid Phantasmas sitting in inventory all the time. This thing, they're just reducing the ranks you need to do certain things. I didn't really care about this, but again, good stuff. Side stories. I actually like these changes a lot. Basically, you can do side stories sooner. Again, a lot of these updates are tailored to newer players. But here, this is huge. Energy required for certain content will be reduced by 25%. Reward improvements. All of these things are going to give more Moligoras, more gold. They're going to give you those friendship items so you can farm friendship faster, drop rate increase. This is all crazy good stuff. Quest reward gold increase, epic and rare catalyst selection chests, receive all function. Right now you have to click them all individually. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Like all these improvements that we're getting. Um, there we go. We also have this catalyst shortcut function because right now I don't even remember which zones have the catalysts. So I have to keep clicking through all of them and finding the one that has the shops, and I never know which zones I have the AP in. This is just another great quality of life improvement. You just select the catalyst and it tells you exactly where to go. So many little things that are getting better. And this thing I'm not too excited about. I think the idea is cool, but I just feel like this is going to be World Boss Part 2. World Boss, I like the rewards. I like the fact that it takes no effort, but at the same time, it's just stupid content. Like, does anyone care about World Boss? It's just a thing that you have to do like 3 times a week. You don't even think about it anymore, right? You just click arrange, start, and then it's over. I feel like this is gonna be another one of those things. I mean, I'm happy that they're adding new PvE content, but this just seems dumb. So I don't like it. I don't like this constant growth of content that is meaningless. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's super fun. But basically, it's their way of giving you modification gems. So of course we're all gonna do it. But I just hope they stop coming out with more and more random activities that we have to do that we don't care about. So maybe this will be compelling, but I'm kind of skeptical right now. I feel like it's just gonna be like doing 3 world bosses in a row. Basically, you pick 3 parties of 3 and you try to take out the boss. Now, this, though, is huge. Guild PvE. One of the common gripes that people have had with this game is why do you even need to be in a guild other than Guild Wars? And even Guild Wars is kind of cooperative in the sense that you're all working towards a common goal, but there's really no reason to, play with your guild. And here it's going to be a little different now. I guess it's going to be kind of like Guild Wars again, in which I doubt that it's real time cooperation. But still, it sounds like what your guildies do matter. So you're going to be incentivized to have good guildies to try and find these quote unquote relics and hunt down bosses and get better rewards. So I'm super stoked about this. I'm glad because a lot of people have been complaining that this game does not have enough cooperative content. And depending on how this is implemented, it could be complete ass, but I'm still glad that they're looking at it, right? Guild based PvE content. So hopefully it's a lot of fun. I have high hopes for this one. Hopefully I'm not let down, but still, I'm really glad that this is on their radar. So finally, we get to the update schedule, and we kind of get a glimpse at what they're doing. So second quarter, which means fairly soon, we're going to have all these great adjustments. And then in the third quarter, we're going to get, obviously the summer event, and then we're going to get advents, automation level 5, ancient inheritance, which is what I think that guild PvE is called, new abyss floors. I'm not looking forward to that, guys. I'm glad they're doing it, but goddamn, those last 10 abyss floors were brutal. I really hope they do something about these next 10 floors and don't make it an RNG fest, because that was just painful, the last set of floors where it had nothing to do with your hero. Well, it did have a lot to do with your heroes, but also you had to always land those perfectly timed defense breaks or whatever. And if you got resisted, you lost. Infuriating. So I'm really not looking forward to that. And then fourth quarter, we get even more newer expeditions, a new episode, Guardian level up. I don't really care about that so much. And there's also another video where they had the Q&A. I'm going to let you guys watch it on your own. But they were also talking about things like arena balance and adding blind days possibly to even RTA. And also something that I was really stoked for, another kind of performance here. Like right now, it's stupid because it's champion and legend. Champion is 2K and legend is impossible for most people. But there's such a huge difference between the players in high champion and the people who are just sitting at 2K. They really needed another bracket so that there's some incentive to try. Because right now, if you're a champion player but you can't get into legend, there is no reason at all to go past 2K. And I think it'd be cool if there was like another tier like Champion Plus or something like that to kind of reward the players who couldn't make Legend, but to kind of give them the distinction of knowing that they're still a pretty good top player. So, anyways, I hope this summarized these updates for you well. I think a lot of you probably cared the most about these free ML summons. So for those of you who have been looking for one of these heroes, congratulations, you're literally getting a free ML5. People have talked about ML5 selectors for the beginning of time, and we said that was never going to happen, and we were wrong. Here it is. And not only do you get an ML selector, if you don't have one of these here, you're getting some of the best MLs in the game. Arby, Ruel, S10A. You guys hit the jackpot, so congratulations. Have fun. Don't make sure you don't miss Arby. Get Arby, get Arby, and have a fantastic day. Till next time, boys. Peace out.